Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. This is Naaman with the DC Camp Branch Great Millstone, back from another video. Call hello Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Rakah HaKadosh. Double honors go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. I'd like to also send salutations out to the fellow Akim that are out there week in, week out. All right, pushing the truth across the four corners of this planet. All right, until such time as, hey, we're told not to. But in the meantime, we'll continue to try to wake up the remaining hopeful elect in the time that we have remaining. All right, so this is going to be several things rolled up into one. But as a reminder of you that, and you're out there, still don't get it yet, that still champion America for some reason, haven't quite grasp the reality of your situation, which is it's never going to get better than what it is. All right, because and this is going back, it's an offshoot of the Klan, which there are several. There's another one, what's it called, the Arm and Sword of the Lord. I remember they lit up Jake State Trooper back in the 80s in Arkansas. This is while Clinton was governor, I do believe. And yeah, that was a big thing back then. But yeah, you have all these hate groups and that hate Jake. Of course, they say they hate others, those pretending to be us. But, you know, hey, that's between you and you, because that's what we call white on white violence, you know, whatever. But we're going to go ahead and roll this video. And, you know, there's things going on now. I think you're aware of the Daniel Penny outcome. You know, he strangled, you know, the Jake up there in New York on the subway. And unbeknownst to a lot of you, they kept quiet what happened down here in D.C. over the summer. And we'll get to that, but let's go ahead and roll this video.
Bombings, burnings, corruption, and murder.
It really was about organized hatred.
100 years ago, a shadowy group called the Black Legion amassed power and a sizable following across the American Midwest. Historian Dana Frank tells Inside Edition Digital.
The Black Legion was a paramilitary fascist clandestine organization that was founded in the mid-1920s. It was an offshoot of the Ku Klux Klan. I think a lot of people have heard of the Klan, but not of the Black Legion. And the Black Legion was much more secretive by the mid-1930s. It had, we think, probably 300,000 to 500,000 members, and that's a lot of people.
The group's numbers soared as the Great Depression threatened the livelihoods of so many.
Stocks collapsed. And the thing that they won't especially mention here, the effects of what happened during the Woodrow Wilson administration with the showing of that film, Birth of a Nation, in the White House. And we know that Wilson hated Jake to begin with. But yeah, and that fueled the resurgence of the Klan. Had a big old marches in the, huge marches in the 20s, in the early to mid 20s, and then they went down. Largely because they were exposed as being, I remember this one incident where they had some kind of convention and one of the members, did the girl die? I think she did. He turned cannibal on her ass. One of the leaders, there was something to do with, was he from Indiana? Something to do with the governor there. It's been a long time, but yeah, so, you know, supposedly that was the excuse that they say, or the cause rather, of them disbanding, because they had a huge following. We're talking about at least a couple of million or more during that era. And then they went, you know, underground. So continuing on.
Factories shut down, businesses passed out of existence, and the ranks of those already unemployed swelled into a huge army. Unemployment swept the nation like a horrible pestilence.
Fear and economic uncertainty fed the Black Legion. Frank says it appealed to white Protestant men who pledged allegiance to the group in secret torchlit ceremonies.
There was an initiation ritual that would happen out on somebody's farm in the middle of the night, and you would be surrounded by as many as 1,000 men in robes, and they had
good example of this. If nobody ever saw the movie Old Brother, Who Art Thou? Basically an all-star cast. Let's see, George Clooney, John Goodman, what's the other cat's name? Crap. There's several others. I can't think of his name. Was it, what's his name? Fuck. Was he in the first Transformers? He was the agent. Oh my goodness. I think he was in Do the Right Thing too. He was one of the pizza shop owners, the sons. Oh, damn it. The tall one. What is his name? John Turturro? I think it is. Anyway, that's a good movie. They show that scene where they capture this Jake, and they have the guy. He's long since passed away. Dr. Stanley, but he sings that version of Oh Death. They're getting ready to lynch Jake. They show how many of them out there, boy, they in lockstep. But anyway, back to the video.
They wore robes that were black with hoods and pirate caps. Now you tell me what the pirate caps were about. You know, it was about these guys having fun terrorizing people. They had to kneel with a gun at their side, put a hand on the Bible, and swear to eliminate all black people, Jews and Catholics, and anybody who opposed the Black Legion.
Black Legion members engaged in a terror campaign meant to suppress anybody who wasn't white and Protestant.
They would take people out and beat them.
What has changed? Wow.
Burned down restaurants, they burned down all kinds of other structures, and people were really seriously terrified of them. They took over the Federal Relief Office in Lima, and an inspector went and interviewed people there, and they were just everybody was terrified to talk about it. Almost all the 48 employees there were in the Legion, and they only gave relief jobs to members of the Legion and their friends.
Over 50 people died at the hands of the Black Legion. Among them, it's suspected, was Earl Little, father of civil rights leader Malcolm X.
His family believed they left him for dead to be run over by a subway track and made it look like an accident.
Though it stretched across the upper Midwest, the group was headquartered in the town of Lima, Ohio.
In the town of Lima alone, 1 in 5 white men belonged to the Black Legion. So,
for you people, you Jakes specifically, that always, I don't know, you believe this lie that all this hate was focused in the South. No. It's America, period. See, they play, I guess, the only thing that you could say between the two, using that Mason-Dixon line, measuring north and south. In the South, especially the deep South, they're more direct. As in, don't give a fuck what you think. They'll, in the North, they're more slick about it. They're more like Amalek, which is worse. Shouldn't be looking at it that way. You should be looking at the whole picture. All right? We're hated. We're not wanted. And they've done everything to thwart us and to make sure that we are not prosperous. And that should let you know, as we keep trying to tell you, this place that we're in was meant as punishment. This was never meant to be for our enjoyment, all right, to prosper. It never was, all right, and it never will. That's why this place has to go. You should be in that Isaiah 51 and 14 mindset. Hold on. Let's see. Isaiah 51 and going down here to 14. And it says, the captive exile, which we are, hasteneth. You should be, man, fuck this shit. This motherfucker can't burn down quick enough. Alright? The captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed. Loosed from what? This hellhole. And that he should not die in the pit or system, which this is, nor that his bread should fail. And hey, speaking on that, what's coming up now, because let me tell you something, in all cases, let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Lynching, hold on. PBS, what the hell? How did I get that? Anyway. Lynching. Let's see. In the U.S. Unless they've changed it, there used to be a section here. Let's see. Enslaved African Americans. Let's see. Civil rights, 1830s. I'm looking for. See, this is from books that we have at the hands of persons unknown and others. Man, let's see. 1930. After killing police chief, yeah, right. Jesse Washington in Waco, Texas. Yeah, but it's a see what I'm looking for here. Jim Crow, blah 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 blah. Let's see. Postcards, souvenirs. That's why I don't believe eating. What is it? Brazil nuts. Because they call them, a derogatory term for them is nigger toes. Let's see. Up to Civil War, lynchings remain common. Damn it. Background. Okay, as a means to maintain white supremacy, this might be the section. Voter suppression. But what I'm looking for, economics, statistics, let's see. Oh, crap. Tuskegee, I didn't want all that. Damn it. I don't remember it being this far down, but let's see. After the American Civil War, Southern whites struggled to maintain their dominance. Secret vigilante and terrorist groups such as the Ku Klux Klan instigated extrajudicial assaults and killings in order to discourage freedmen from voting, working, and getting educated. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. Guerrilla warfare. Let's see. Nighttime raids, which we're looking at here. Black codes. Turn Republicans. And those are the Democrats, by the way, for you, Jake, that just can't get off that plantation. It says they carried out goals in Mississippi and the Carolinas. Paramilitary chapters of Red Shirts conducted overt violence, meaning out in the open. They didn't give a fuck who saw it or not, and disruption of elections. The White League, all right, had numerous chapters. They carried out goals of the Democratic Party to suppress black voting. Grant's desire to keep Ohio in the Republican Isles. Okay. Keep going. That's not what I'm looking for. Jim Crow. Here's another one in Oklahoma. And this is particular because they got her and her son, of course, hanging off the bridge. Shot him up. And all she wanted to know was, let's see. That's not what I'm looking for. Let's see. Disenfranchised. Okay, yeah. Separated black people from common public life. Here it is. Really. Damn, they almost hit it. I'll start. It says, many incidents were related to economic troubles and competition. What's going on now? At the turn of the 20th century, southern states passed new constitutions or legislation which effectively disenfranchised most black people and many poor whites, established segregation of public facilities by race, and separated black people from common public life and facilities through Jim Crow laws. The rate of lynchings in the South has been strongly associated with economic strains. Although the casual nature of this link is See, there you go. All right. Low cotton flight, whatever. See, they always got some kind of way to try to lessen the blow, so to speak. Well, it can't. It's not that important.
Burnings, corruption.
Why it started over? Hold on. Here we go.
Members engaged in a terror campaign meant to suppress anybody who wasn't white and Protestant.
They would take people out and beat them. They burned down restaurants. They burned down all kinds of other structures. And people were really seriously terrified of them. They took over the Federal Relief Office in Lima, and an inspector went and interviewed people there, and they were just everybody was terrified to talk about it. Almost all the 48 employees there were in the Legion, and they only gave relief jobs to members of the Legion and their friends.
Over 50 people died at the hands of the Black Legion. Among them, it's suspected, was Earl Little, father of civil rights leader Malcolm X.
His family believed they left him for dead to be run over by a subway track and made it look like an accident.
Though it stretched across the upper Midwest, the group was headquartered in the town of Lima, Ohio.
In the town of Lima alone, 1 in 5 white men belonged to the Black Legion, so including the mayor, the chief of detectives, the chief of police, the county.
So who are you going to complain to? See why we need a savior?
A prosecutor who was elected by the Black Legion in exchange for never prosecuting them, and he went on to serve 4 terms in Congress. His name was Robert F. Jones.
Few in power did anything to stop the Black Legion from extending its influence and terrorizing people.
All these people that knew about it, it was their job to stop it. Chief of police that did not stop it and knew about it, and that goes all the way up to the head of the WPA, the relief authorities in Washington, and J. Edgar Hoover, head of the FBI, knew all about it. He had for years had people report, agents and other people reporting to him about in detail of the Black Legion, and chose to not to do anything about it. And there's this whole question of why, and it is apparently because Roosevelt was beholden to the Southern Democrats who, in order to pass the New Deal, and the Southern Democrats were embedded with the Klan. Roosevelt and Hoover knew that if they went after the Black Legion, then that would then reveal things about the Southern Democrats and the Klan, and they didn't want to touch it.
The Black Legion met its end when enough people spoke out against it, lifting the veil of secrecy that gave it so much power.
All those people that informed, to the postal inspectors, to the FBI, to relief authorities, to all kinds of people, to prosecutors, to detectives, and those people were unbelievably brave. Now, some of them were former Black Legion members, but there's also just ordinary people. There are 2 white factory workers in Lima that wrote to...
See, this is the fucked up, thing about it. You're dependent on some of their own people to finally say, hey, enough is enough. No, fuck that. You notice that in certain situations still, going back to hardcore slave days, where you had to be validated by a so-called white person for you to be believed in anything. You still see that today. All right. Especially if you had any, contact with police. You can say, no, I wasn't here, I wasn't there. And it's not until maybe, in your neighborhood or whatever having some, Edomite comes out and says, oh, yeah, he's all right. He's something. And so, okay, or something similar. It still goes on today. But see, here's the thing that's getting ready to happen that, it's going to cause certainly a smile across my face, and I'm sure the other brethren. All these Edomites that voted for Trump, they're in for a big surprise, because he's already walking back some of the promises that he made already, not even taking office yet. just been certified as far as the election is concerned. But he's making it clear he's with the elites. And as in most cases, nothing really happens until the right people, we know who, gets pissed off. And these average Edomite Joes and Janes or whatever have you, they are pissed. I mean, this is the moment where all that particular spark is all that's needed, and this motherfucker is. You know, see, they don't kid yourself. The so-called powers that be, they are aware, you know, the so-called pulse of the people, so to speak. That's why they passed this law doing away with posse comitatus, where they give, at least in the case of, they're giving them the go-ahead to use deadly force because they know shit is coming down and getting ready to kick off, because the things that they're going to pass coming up here very shortly, they know motherfuckers ain't. And you can tell people all day, every day, you know, about the damn, as I slipped my mind, damn it, damn. You know, this is, I'll have to say it this way, because I done forgot the damn, you know, this is Rome all over again, as we always say, and it is. That report, oh damn, what is it called? Damn it, I hate when this happens. Oh boy, let's see if I can pull it up.